Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your Wednesday night AEW versus NXT review. If you hear me squinch in pain, I've actually hurt my shoulder in the gym. But yeah, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and that notification bell. And let's get into today's show. So we're going to start with AEW as we always do, and then we'll go into NXT, and then I'll give my thoughts and feelings about both shows at the end. Okay, so we kicked off AEW with Brian Cage versus Matt Sydal. Brian Cage picked up the win. I gave it 2.5 stars. The winner was always going to be Cage here. That wasn't in question. That would, I would have never thought anybody else would have picked the winner. If Matt Sydal picked the winner up here, it would have been a mega surprise. Sorry for the break there, guys, just sneezed. Yeah, 2.5 stars. Match was around about 7 minutes. It was good. I liked it, so I gave 2.5. After the match, Starks grabs the mic and says that they are now ranked. They're now officially ranked, and they get things done. The next step is TNT, NXT, TNT Championship. If you step in their way, they're putting you in a grave. The revolution will be televised. When I seen this, I literally went, oh, shot at the retribution. Like they're doing something that maybe the retribution should have done, but they're doing it like a wee bit better. But yeah. Then there was a whole thing with Cody Rhodes, a blonde woman, then there was a whole thing, Shaq coming to wrestling. I don't know. All I said was AEW, please don't do a WCW. Yeah. Then Jock Moxley was putting over the fact that him and Omega is going to go head to head in the future. It was a pretty cool promo. I'm looking forward to these two guys getting in that ring and going head to head with each other. Then we get the Buckhouse match, Butcher and the Blade versus the Natural Nightmares. 2.5. This was a solid match. It had its ups and downs. There was blood, there was tables. I liked it. I thought Butcher and Blade... I honestly thought Butcher and Blade done pretty well here, and the Natural Nightmares looked great as well. We had MJF going and then a circle, that kind of segment. Nothing special. They said they were all going to go to Vegas. I don't really get... Honestly, I'm getting kind of bored of the MJF Jericho in a circle thing. Either just have them feud or have them together. I don't really know what you're trying to do here. But then we get Scorpio Sky versus Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears picked up the win here. This was a great match. I'm not a Shawn Spears guy. I don't think he's that great in the ring, but this really did do well. It was a really good match. 2.5 here. This could have easily been a 3. There was just a few small bits here and there within the match that brought it to a 2.5. Then Omega says kind of things just to hype up the future match between him and John. Then we get Cody versus Velvet. Conti pick up the win. This was an okay match, guys. Nothing special. 2 stars here. Really was nothing special. Then we get Rey Fenix versus Penta. Penta 0M picked up the win. This was an awesome match, guys. Good wrestling, good story. Literally was a really, really good... Just everything in it was good and worked, so I gave it 3 stars. After this, we had a segment. It was pretty much just at the end, and it was just Pac returning. I'm not a big fan of Pac at all. I've heard a few people say that he's a little bit hard to work with. A few of my friends that have worked with him says that he's just quite hard to work with, but I get let's hope it works for AEW. So overall, I gave 2.5 stars. Everything was good in the show. Everything was good. It all felt fine. Everything felt good. But I don't know what it was. It just felt like something was missing. Really just felt like something wasn't there. Something wasn't clicking. And I don't know what it is. I really am struggling to find what it was. Yeah, I really don't know what it was. It just something didn't click for me today with watching AEW, and the same goes for NXT. But 2.5 stars. Like I say, everything was good on it. It was an enjoyable show. But just something just sent off with it. Anyway, NXT. NXT North American Championship, Gargano versus Ruff. Ruff picked up the win here. It was all about Ruff picking up the win. That was pretty much it. 2 stars. Loved it. It was good to get Ruff that belt. Gargano's probably going to be in the championship picture more. NXT Cruiserweight Championship, Escobar versus Jake Atlas. 3 stars for this, guys. This was a really, really, really fucking good match. It was just great from start to finish. It put on a great match. I'm trying to think what other words to say. It was just really, really enjoyable. Then you get Gonzalez versus Lee. So this was supposed to happen, but it didn't. Boa shows up instead of Lee kind of saying he apologised, she can't be there. Raquel goes off her nut and hits him and stuff like that. But yeah. Then we get Candice LeRae versus Toni Storm. Candice LeRae picked up the win here. 2.5. I feel they could have done more with this match. It was still really good, but it just lacked something. I feel they could have just done a little bit more. It felt like both of them were holding back a little. Then Toni attacks Candice, but then comes out somebody in a scream mask to kind of join in. Anyway, after all the kind of stuff that happens, the back and forth attacking, the scream mask comes off and it's Indy Hartwell, which to be honest with you just wasn't really a surprise. But then we get Dexter Lumis versus Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher picked up the win here. This was really subpar. I gave it 2 stars. I don't know how to take Dexter Lumis. You know, sometimes he does some stuff and you quite enjoy it. Other times you're like, what's this? But yeah, I really don't know how to take Dexter Lumis at this point. I really, really don't. Also, I've just realised the sun's really making my ginger beard come out. Then we get Pat McAfee done a promo, and there was a lot non-necessary bits here. Obviously, they're progressing some stories, but it was just felt quite unnecessary. Then NXT Tag Team Championship, Danny Burch and Locran versus Breezango. Burch and Locran pick up the win, 2.5 stars. This was cool, but it was nothing great. After the match, Derek Maverick comes off the top and takes out Burch. Of course, like he's kind of just there, he's outnumbered. To kind of beat up everybody, and Breeze is lined up for McAfee to punt him like he did Adam Cole, which he nails. I'm just not a big fan of the McAfee stuff at the moment. I really, really am struggling to get into it, but I suppose it's going to be pretty cool. Overall, I gave it 2.5 stars for NXT as well. Yeah, I gave 2.5 for NXT. Really, it was... Again, it felt like there was something missing from the show. It felt like maybe a little bit of heart or something was missing. I don't know. Out of both shows, I believe AEW had the better show. A little bit better. Not great, but just like... If it would be 2.5 for NXT, 2.51 for AEW. AEW had that slightly better show. And I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and stuff saying like Cody, what he's doing with the Shaq thing is so silly because it's a lot like what happened in WCW. But I think what they're going to try and do is obviously got Pat McAfee, who's getting like they've got that Pat McAfee thing happening in NXT, so they'll just try to find somebody else to kind of pop in for AEW. I don't really get why they're doing it. I don't really think they need to do it. The other problem I really, really feel is going to happen is AEW's, like, they always say that, oh, it's different, nothing like I've seen before, it's real sport, but it's not. It's just wrestling. Why would they not just be proud to be a wrestling company? That's what I would be happy with, be proud in being a wrestling company. But there's a few things that it really have been grinding my gears recently with, like, a lot of people I've seen on Twitter and Insta, Facebook, stuff like that have says AEW's got a stat card. It's like a pay-per-view every Wednesday. That's a problem, guys. If it's a pay-per-view every Wednesday, that's a fucking problem. If they're putting on like pay-per-view matches every fucking Wednesday, that's what killed WCW. I don't know. I'm really struggling. Today, I really struggled to get into both shows. I was checking the clock. I was finishing off some work. I was watching it and enjoying the shows, but they just, I don't know. But saying that, like, I was watching and enjoying it, but they weren't that, I didn't mega get into them this time. It's not a bad thing. These were great shows. Literally were great shows. And the best thing about great shows is you enjoy them. Like, I enjoyed the shows. They just didn't feel as great as they normally did. But yeah, I still enjoyed them. It's not a bad thing to say that I still enjoyed it, but I feel it could have been better. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous there. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that beautiful notification bell. And jump down in the comments below and let me know what you think about AEW or NXT. What did you prefer last night? What did you like? Let me know, because I love reading those comments. And I'll get back to you as much as I possibly can. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.